Patch notes 1.04 rundown. We got plenty of changes. In fact, quite a lot of changes. I have seen most of them already, and to be fair, the patch is good. But there's like plenty of questionable things. They increased the attack speed and damage with Colossals. So attack speed is minimal. I am very curious about the increase in damage, because it is not like an increase in the AR, it is increase in the motion volume. So yeah, poke spam buffs, yeah, the poke spam buffs. So the poke on the greatsword was already great. It was like technically the only viable move that doesn't change. It's not like these swings gonna be unviable. I mean, they might be in PvE, but in PvP, nah, this is not the case. But yeah, the difference is overall insignificant in PvP, I would say, because the best attack is basically almost unchanged. But yeah, like, I'm very curious about the damage buff, because this one, damage buff only on particular attacks means the changes in the motion values, which might be actually huge, by the way. It might be huge, for example, for 500 R2 charge attack. Increased physical block rate and guard boost of the colossal swords and colossal weapons. It was pretty good already, and it's only better now. Well, I guess it is nice change. I heard someone was saying that like a guard counter is pretty good. I personally haven't tested it. It might be viable in PvP to some extent. Like, someone was saying it's guaranteed. It's hard to believe that, but hey, maybe it's the case. Decrease the attack of the Great Shield Talisman for weapons with high block rate. PogChamp! Man, this is amazing. Let's only hope it's actually like working. Like, you know, let's hope it is actually, you know, because maybe they decreased it not enough, yeah? That only means that people gonna start using barricade shield, probably. Not when I think about it. But yeah, it probably means people just gonna swap to barricade. Because yeah, barricade actually wasn't nerfed. Unless it got nerfed in the previous patch, but if I recall correctly, it wasn't nerfed about its durability or stability. It was nerfed about its FP cost. Unless they put it in cap. Haven't tested, but someone said it in fighter stream there is a 90 stability cap. If they like, you know, if they just worded it that way. But in reality, this change is just like a stability rate being maxed on 90 and you cannot go anymore. That's actually pretty fucking amazing. That also means there are probably stronger shields, or like better shields, let's call it that way, than fingerprint, because fingerprint has like a huge stat requirements. So it is probably better right now to use something else if the stability is actually capped on 90. Shortened the length of the madness afflicted animation, so nice, but then lower the speed of madness build up recovery. So it is in fact balance change, not really, well, maybe you cannot get looped with madness anymore, we're gonna have to test it out. But like, good change, and lower the speed of madness build up recovery is whatever, because boluses exist. So yeah, it's, yeah, it doesn't matter that much. Slightly increased FP and stamina growth rate at lower levels. This one, the FP is always appreciated, stamina is whatever. Like, it's not Dark Souls 2, so it would have like a huge fucking difference on the gameplay. Concerning the incantations, I'm gonna run through real quick to say that you have very good change on the Hound Bolt, increased cast speed and decreased recovery time. So I'm actually curious. By the way, like, the fact Bloodhound Step is still here, man. I mean, like, it is cool it is here, it's just that it is unchanged. But okay, we wanted to test something else. Okay, so this is basically the same, it's just that recovery is different. The startup is not really that much faster, dude. But yeah, like, Bestial Sling not fixed. And Hound Bolt, I like the recovery changes. So basically, it got buffed minimally if you are using it without canceling. If you are using it with canceling, it actually got buffed by a lot. That one is actually very decent. Try to things in. Oh yeah, let's see. How about this animation? Yeah, that one is still broken as well. All flame damage increased. Fucking shame it's actually worthless. Is catch flame any different? No, catch flame is the same. They said increased casting speed for lower levels. How is the basic speed talisman? It's equivalent of 40 dexterity or 30. 30. It's equivalent of 30 dexterity. You actually made me realize that I haven't tested things with the talisman on. Now we are on the capped speed. Well, this is actually probably... Well, okay, so on max dexterity, it seems like the speed is almost the same, or, well, pretty much the same, like the Thunderbolt. Alright, about other stuff, I don't really see anything interesting anymore. Outside of increased cast speed on Inescapable Frenzy. That one is like, it's cool, but then under that, you have fucking Placidusac's Ruin. That got buffed, man! And I can see why they did that for the sake of PvE, but in PvP, dude, like, like it really needs fucking nerf for the frame data. Like, it's hilarious, dude. Recovery time, like, decreased as well. Doesn't that thing sucks? No, it is not. It has the fastest cast time in the whole game. It's like 20 frames on the... it's unreactable, basically. It is below, like, the threshold of your reaction time, unless you are focusing a lot. You tried it a couple times and you got killed. It is finisher, essentially. You have gamer reflexes, 140 ms. Try to do it without focusing on one thing and one thing only. Okay, so startup frames are exactly like they were. Oh my god, this recovery is so much better. What? Okay, so... to be fair, it seems like the buff is marginal when it comes to stamina usage. But yeah, it's the FP buff and especially recovery is fucking great. Holy fuck, dude. It's actually insane. I am surprised. What is FP cost now? I have no idea how much exactly, but it is less. On the downwards adjustments, we have Swarm of Flies, decreased blood loss, build up on the enemy, which is always nice. The less of the blood build up you have in the game, the better. Decreased madness build up on the enemy on the Flame of Frenzy, nice. Frenzied burst, decreased. Yeah, like the less of the status effects, the harder it is to apply them. It is always better for the game. Now, Lion's Claw, increased cast speed and decreased recovery time. I mean, like, it's not going to be viable. No matter what, it is viable. Like, how is that viable? Maybe it's viable if you want to pick up chicks or something like that. Like, how otherwise it is viable? Guys, I swear to God, problem of this shit is not within the frame data. You need to make people stagger in front of you when you are doing the flip. Okay, so listen, guys. The flip is cool and shit, but it is not viable. Look, unless you are pushing enemy in the flip, like it was in Dark Souls 2. Let's see. No, you don't, dude. It is not viable. Your mom is not viable. I tell you, it's not viable. It is fucking trash. It's still good. You fucking copers. My chat is full of copers. It's not viable. Try it out in PvP. Let's go. At least you can roll out after the miss. I give you that. Okay, it's fucking shit. You see? Copers. Blood can't step, so it doesn't count. Oh my god, I got scared of that fucking goat, man! Wait, host died? Oh my god, you cannot be serious. Okay. It actually threw combo. Alright, so there is actually use for that. Viable, not viable! You can do the same with the fucking giant hand and it's gonna be better! Fuck you, chat! Not viable! Stop saying it's viable! It's not viable! Kick increased cast speed. Dude, this is fucking amazing. Kick is so fucking ultra useless, but at least now you can use freaking useless Ash of War faster. Thank you, From Software. Amazing. Let's go next. Giant Hand, decreased recovery time. This one is, man, like, it was already very good. It is going to be even better now. Okay, so you can use it now, not only on the follow-ups. Flaming Strike. Increased the travel distance of a stepping cleave in a strong attack. Okay, so I have theory about that one. They wanted to nerf it by exposing people that going to miss with the follow-up. But in fact, they fucking made it only stronger. Because Flaming Strike was already very good. I highly doubt they wanted to fucking increase power of it even further, but let's give it a try. So this one is the same. Do you see difference, guys? Step forward is a little bit longer. It only makes it stronger because, like, when, you know, when you're gonna realize that the enemy is too far away from you, you can just like do 180. We did it without 180. My point is that it is easier to escape now if you're gonna do 180. This is actually, it only makes it like better. But shield crash got like the decreased stamina cost, increased. Okay, so what they are actually doing? I thought like it was other way around. I thought they are actually nerfing it, but they are buffing it. I mean, I guess that's nice technically, like for the shield builds. Very nice. Unblockable blade, increase cast speed with the weapon coded sword. Dude, this is... Please be faster. I expected better, but to be honest, I can see that you can hit it in invasions. That's a lot faster. This is a lot faster. In duels, you're not going to hit it. Yeah, like, it is actually way better, but I expected, like, I expected this slash to be really fast. Otherwise, nah. Try it in invasion. Okay. Oh, viable! Actually good! Pogchamp! Okay, so officially, unblockable blade, super viable. I think like it is actually the best spell ever created. Moonlight Greatsword is skill on the Darkmoon Greatsword thingy. It shots out of blade. Okay, so this one have one particular problem. In the close proximity, it doesn't hit with the blade. It's so fucking weird. It is like, as long as they are not going to make it like hit with the melee in the close range, it is not going to be actually decent. There is no fucking way. Wave of Gold is super good now. Decrease FP and increases cast speed and decreases recovery time. That's a lot of fucking things that is different now. That's fucking fast. Man, that shit actually... It's gonna be so annoying in ganks. I guess nice. Maybe you're gonna use it at some point. Maybe I'm gonna make like a Faith Invader build. Viable? Actually viable. Like, no fucking joke, actually viable. Like, good change. It's probably the answer to the rooftop? Maybe. Oh, I got even stronger. They actually increased the, they actually buffed the Dynast finesse. That's actually great. It didn't need the fucking buff, that's for sure. Wolf's Assault increased cast speed and decreased recovery time. That's actually... Hey, let's check this out. Man, why you just not gonna make it so you cannot cast this fucking thingy? Like, just make the second part so it is not mandatory. Like, still same problem with this weapon. Like, you are not going to hit anyone with that unless the person decides to roll into you. Like, man, it's... this is so bad. Like, this is, like, such a shitty weapon because of its design. Like, it is just... You know, the split scaling, the freaking length of it. It's, the only good thing about it is it is how it looks. And this Ash of War is as bad as it was earlier. And like, this is huge cope if someone thinks otherwise. Unless they mean PvE. In PvE, it might be okay. But like, that being said, there are definitely way better options in PvE. Okay. Anyway, bug fixes. So, too long don't read about bug fixes is like, when it comes... to self-casting, you can still do that. It's just that it doesn't deal quadrillion of damage anymore. It just like, you know, it deals I think it deals worse damage than it had at the beginning. There is that glitch where you can just hard swap things. Carolos and Olivinus glintstone masks. You can just swap them and look what is going here. He started with 800 HP and now after plenty of swaps he has full HP. So yeah, this is basically, yeah, like at the beginning half of the HP, at the end full HP. So by swapping these masks you can just heal just like that by swapping them left and right. It wasn't fixed. It is still in the game. So yeah, this is what it is, I guess. From Software, for some particular reason, do not take the trash out of the game yet. They like did some balance changes, and I'm not sure if they are just not aware or what the fuck is going on. But like many stuff that's really supposed to be kind of removed from the game or somewhat changed is still in there. Regarding the new bleed, so for some reason one of the no-hit runners did that much damage with bleed, and we have to actually check it out if it's not, you know, one-time thing or something related to the boss, but it's so fucking weird. But let's read what they actually did here. Fix the bug where the damage of inescapable frenzy was affected by right-hand weapon. This could have stayed, to be honest. Because, to be honest, this spell's supposed to one-shot. I hope it is still one-shotting, to be fair. If not, then well. Fix the bug where the damage of the weapon arts carry and retaliation was increased by weapon and status, and the effect was not displayed currently during online multiplayer. So that one is good, I guess. Yeah, they fixed the thingy that was ultra broken. Shame they didn't do that with fucking hotfix, and we had to wait more than a month after they broke it. Fix the bug where the animation when inflicted with blood loss and frostbite was bigger than originally planned. Okay, so I got actually staggered with frostbite, and to be honest, I didn't feel any difference in the length of the stagger. Maybe like the difference is basically marginal, but as long as there is stagger, I don't think like there is much of the difference overall. Fix the bug during character appearance, change menu, this is whatever. Fix the bug that allowed unauthorized items to be passed to other players. Okay, this is big. You cannot basically give cheated weapons to someone or something like that that are not supposed to be in the game. Has to be the underwear. Rip, yes, panties. Fix the bug that prevented player from inputting consecutive attacks when dual wielding thrusting swords. That's actually interesting. Like, does that mean like they working on fixing the input lag issues, or more like not input lag issues, but input problems. Like sometimes in this game, inputs just do not work. If that's the case, then well, this is well appreciated change. This is big. Fix a bug in the Steam version where the history of players who played multiplayer was not displayed correctly under certain circumstances. Hate mails incoming. At last PC players have it. It's shame like it's only now when the game has only part of its player base that it had like at the beginning. But man, hate mails are back and fucking that's great. Outside of that, big thing, increased online multiplayer stability. Let's hope it is actually gonna be really better. Some fixes to the stats and like visual issues and other performance improvements and bug fixes. My friend SK, who is playing on AMD CPU and GPU, he is saying that the performance is way better for him. Boost of like 10 to 15 FPS on the average, which is nice, I guess, yeah? Not sure if the Intel users and GeForce users actually gonna feel any difference. But yeah, summing things up, guys, the patch was good. It's just that there is plenty of things that remains untouched. Like, for example, Bloodhound Step, that definitely needs some fundamental changes. Perhaps like complete removal of the iframes or something like that. They didn't touch the glitch with the HP regen from the masks, which is just plain freaking stupid, but it is what it is. And overall, it's definitely patched in good direction, just that we have waited more than a month for that. And like we had the broken Karyan retardation for like the whole month as well. More than a month. It's fucking crazy. Well, at least Karyan retardation turned back into Karyan retardation. So that's nice.